So I'm going to kind of run you guys through my shoulder routine. I know the lighting in this gym sucks. It's a free gym at my girlfriend's apartment complex. I get compliments on my shoulders, and I know they're not, you know what I mean, they're not IFBB pro, but I do have a genetic predisposition for shoulders. If I've ever had one thing, it's been that. And obviously my traps. Well, not obviously, but to me, you know, watching my whole life. Anyway, a guy complimented my shoulders at the gym the other day at a Planet Fitness of all places, and asked me what I do for my routine, and I thought that would make a really great video for you guys. I did a short one while I was at work the other day with the weights that I weld together for use at work. I use pieces of round stock that are scrapped or flawed. We have them turned down in our CNC machines or our lathes, and then I weld a bar in different sizes for different grips and to work the forearms differently. It was really loud, really quick, so I want to kind of do something a little slower for you guys. Usually I do this with 25 to 30 pounds, but I want to be absolutely clear. When I started this, when I was 340 pounds, I was using 15s. And I'm going to run you through 4 different techniques that I use. So the first one is, and I don't know the technical terms for this. I've never had a coach. I just watched Coach Greg online, and he doesn't really give a ton of advice on how to lift. I've kind of figured this out on my own as I go by what feels good, what feels right to me. So one thing I recommend, if you guys haven't, invest in a mouth guard. It really does help keep me in line. I can always bite down on it without fear of hurt damaging my teeth or grinding. It's just a very comfortable thing, and it also helps you remember to breathe. It helps you remember to focus on your breathing and keep it legit. So I do these with 25 to 30 pounds. I started at 15 when I was 340 pounds. I worked my way up to this. By no means, if you're just starting out, should you be trying these with 30-pound weights. If you're a big guy and you've got that structure, that frame, then sure, you do what's comfortable. That's what I'll say. Do what's comfortable for you. By repetition 8, it should be getting uncomfortable. You should start feeling that pretty burny, right? So I'm going to use 20s for these just to demonstrate. Now, I prefer to sit down and do these one-armed while bracing my pectoral muscle or the inner shoulder. But I'm going to do these standing up. Actually, you know what? I could sit down, I think. Yeah, you guys can see that just fine. So what I do is this. I alternate from, I'll start really low, put your shoulder down. I alternate straight forward. Always do a little isometric hold at the end, always. Even if you can't make your 10, I believe you're better off doing that iso hold. Again, I'm not a doctor, a real doctor. I'm not a professional, I'm not a coach. This is what's worked for me. So I'll alternate straight out, iso hold, let it down slow, breathe out. Then I go out at a 45-degree angle, 45, iso hold, let it down. Now here's a good trick. On that 45, come up. Let me see if I can get you guys to see it. There you go. And flex that shoulder, almost pull it back. You can see it pulling it in like that. So come up, pull it in, let it down. And you'll feel it if you're focusing on the muscle. You'll feel that tension right there. So I will alternate 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll do 10 of those. I'm currently doing 12. If I get tired, I go to 10. I never let myself be discouraged if I need to do a couple less. So that's 1, and that's really what got me to where I have the cardio, or the vascularity. So when I pump, I'm getting some pretty good veins popping out of my shoulders in the front here, and I don't know if those are delts or what they're called, but I know they look pretty mean, and I got good serrations. I don't know if we'll be able to see the serrations. Probably not, but there, that's a good way to show it. See how I pull that shoulder in? I'll even kink my neck to really tighten that muscle. So that's one thing I do. Okay, the next thing I do is, it's a little bit more difficult. I would recommend always shooting for a minimum of 7, or as Greg Doucette said, shoot for 8. You should be doing sets of 8. I personally believe you should be doing sets of 10. But these can get tiresome quickly. So I'm gonna go grab another 20-pound weight, and I'll show you my second one. So these ones, these can be a pisser. I come straight off the side, I rotate forward, come down, flex your traps as you come down. Straight up the side, rotate forward, flex your traps to the side. So that's 2, shoot for 7 of those. Again, it's all right to use 10s, it's all right to use 10s, it's all right to use 15s. If you gotta use 5, 7.5s, 12s, get the motion in, get the muscle memory in. Above all, the weight, the chiz, all that will come later. Just get that muscle memory in. Get your balance down. Okay, so that's 2 that I do. Now this next one, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see real well. I like to put my bench at about 10 degrees. So on the number 2 setting, this will be fine. And I think you guys will be able to see it. This is number 2. I do use 20 to 25s on these, and I don't know that I'll ever go higher. These will give you some serious muscle striations in your shoulders. This also works your triceps, and I notice it works my pectorals a little bit on the outer edge here. Similar to like a dip almost. It's the same feeling I get when I'm sore. Okay. So I lay down. I hope you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see it. I like to get nice and centered, focused. I hold at the top of the barbell, right, or of the bell. So I let it rest on my hand like that. You're gonna come down straight at your side. Just like this. Let them hang behind you. Straight arms forward. Hold them there. Give a good squeeze on your shoulders and your chest. Good squeeze at the end. I do one like that, straight out, and then I come up and in. Flex that chest. Flex that chest hard. In. Flex that chest. Straight out. In. Okay, that's 3. I like to do 10 of those. I can get up to 15, 20 of them with 20-pound weights. When I started, I started at 7s. So again, there's no shame, or at 7 repetitions. There's no shame in it, man. In my opinion, if you're getting 7 in at a weight that you start getting uncomfortable, or the muscle gets uncomfortable by the 6th repetition, very uncomfortable by 7 or 8, I think you're doing a good job, and you're doing more than 95% of the population. Be proud of yourself. Now, all the guys online will tell you you need to take rest days. Personally, I do not. I try not to. Usually life happens, so my 7th day, I might just do an hour of cardio on the treadmill, or whatever. But I'll work out anywhere from an hour and a half to 4 hours a day. Typically an hour, anywhere from 45 minutes to 75 minutes of that is treadmill, cardio, stairs. Yeah, so fourth and final one. This is one that I think is pretty common. You can do it as an Arnold press, you can do it as what I do, which is just kind of a sideways 90-degree, and I don't know the right term now. I just did 30 of these. Yeah, I did 30. I did 38 earlier. I just did 30 of these, so I'm not going to do a lot of reps on camera for you guys. I also did them at 50 pounds, which is more than I have honestly ever done these with. I'm gonna do these with 40s, and I do have a couple other shoulder exercises. I'd like to save those for another video. And honestly, if you guys have rear delt exercises you could recommend for me, that'd be great, because I honestly, I don't really work that except for on the cable machines, and I feel like a buffoon on that, so. All right, so next, let me grab some 40s. Oh, they're right here, how convenient. Okay. Oh man, I'm sore. Hopefully this goes well, not make a fool of myself. So I'll set my bench. And I don't know if I'm doing a proper Arnold press with these. All I know is it feels good and it gets the veins popping. Again, I've got two more shoulder exercises I'd like to show you guys in another video that are a little bit unorthodox and really something that I found works for me. And more so than just the shoulder work, it really works my traps. It also works my triceps very well if I put my elbows the right way. And it's not uncommon. I mean, it's a little unorthodox, but I'll show you guys in another video. Let's get through this. Mouth guard, this is a fucking lifesaver. If you don't have a mouth guard, go buy one. I recommend the Venom Predator or the Venom Challenger if you like a softer material for your mouth guard. This is, I box, I fight MMA. So this is a really good mouth guard all around. I've got about 3 of these. One that I keep in my truck for stupid assholes, one that I work out with in the gym, and then one that I train with at the boxing gym at the fighting gym. All right, let's do this. So I alternate these from what I think is kind of an Arnold press to a side press, all right? And I'll show you, I'll do 4 of them just to kind of give you the rundown. It's very important that you don't overdo it on these, in my opinion. This will destroy your fucking shoulders. Okay. All right. So, I like to bring them up. Okay. So I'll start, I always start at the side. So I'll come down. Oh man, I'm weak. Up, I squeeze back, and then I move forward. I pinch my chest. Give it a good flex. Come down straight out in front of you. Back up. Behind you, move your glutes forward and squeeze your chest. Move them back, squeeze your back. Squeeze your back, squeeze your chest. Squeeze your back, squeeze your chest. I'll do 10 of those. Anything from 10 to 12 of those. I do these every day. Every shoulder exercise that I just showed you guys, I do on a daily basis.